And we are live. We are live. Wow, what a day, guys. What a night. What an everything. Find myself more and more having to drag myself to the live. I fucking rescheduled it. Thanks to Sasha, Daniel, and Sinistar for chiming in with a comment. Because then I was like, well, shit, man. They're probably waiting. They're like, yeah, I'll catch a little bit or whatever the hell whatever their motivations were. I was like, shit. Can't let my fans down. So once again, the ennui, the struggle of trying to do actual emotional painting. Like, I got a thought, I got a feeling, I got a notion. It continues. One might call this an artistic struggle, if you will. All right, fuck it. Fit check, boom. Praise check, boom. All right, we're done. Okay. And there's stuff like that I thought, that'll be cool to do, and we'll do it every time. Now I'm just fucking exhausted by it. Like, remember, like the first 20, I was like, here's a Nick Cage quote. Yeah, that's gone now. I'm like, I said them all. I said all the good ones. Sure, I could say everything that Nick Cage has said, but it's not the point of the joke. The point of the joke is to be significant and passionate and be like, yeah. You remember? I remember. Right? So, struggling with things and changing with things. Acceptance, if you will, is always a fun time. And then, blowing myself out at card party. Last minute planning, the whole lead up to it, the actual thing, the aftermath, the fallout. It's just like, I was just like, fuck it, dude. Just get real high and take a nap. Start at 7. We'll see how it all goes. But, it is what it is. We're here due to the circumstances and funness of people. We are going to triumph over adversity. We're going to feel a hell of a lot better about it. But a lot of the feelings that we do have, we're going to try to remember them, act on them in the right way. I don't want to feel like this anymore. Well, why the fuck did you do it? Okay, go behind and see the motivation behind it. And okay, this was going good, and I wanted to continue that feeling. And it's like, son of a bitch. It all comes down to emotional regulation for me. Like, control your cries, control your smiles, keep a nice even kill balance. So, that all being said, let me flip around. Get to the cagery. One of my emotional problems. Shit, I gotta set everything up. I took it all down just to be cool, and then we gotta set it all up. Yay! The struggle is the glory, as people would say. But I try to stay on a consistent routine and shit. Sometimes life does not want to stay on fucking routine. You know what I am proud of? This fucking lighter. It started its life before San Diego, got fucking abused in San Diego, continues to be abused here, and it's still fucking lighting. Still good. Way to go, Vic. You can always do the pump up shit and everything else. This is true, Sinistar. But even if I got this, man, just go ahead and do it. It's like, you do it so often and so many times. It's just like, all right, there's got to be some underlying thing here, and mostly it's just my whole life has been I have to create my own fucking path. Can't find a mentor. God did not bless me with I want to be a firefighter. Or what the fuck ever, it's just been like falling ass backwards into thing after thing after thing, and then trying to make it work, and then hitting a real fucking hard wall with it. Like, this is not going to work this way. This is not taking off this way because I have no real underlying connective tissue, right? It's just a fucking tree in the ground. Stiff breeze comes over, it's out, right? You need that root structure. And I've never had that. I have that with my relationship with my wife because years and years of emotional trauma, damage, and talking about it, we've developed those roots. I still have my problems, but now she's not as emotionally impacted because of it, because she knows exactly where it's coming from, what the problem is, and also the insistence of, I don't want to bother him, but, fuck it. I'm going to bother him because now he's bothering me. Not necessarily the way, but you kind of get what I'm going at here. So, a lot of the struggle with the painting stuff is, well, where does it go? I'm trying to do things for people. Am I actually doing anything for myself? thankfully my financial situation is one that I don't have to struggle with that, because I'm sure a lot of fucking people have the same problem where it's just like, how the hell am I going to feed myself? How the hell am I going to eat? Heaven forbid I find somebody, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Life, if you will. So then, you have to balance privilege with this. And it's just like, God damn it, dude. I guess if I really wanted to, I'd just go get a dishwashing job and I'd feel about the fucking same. But none of the underlying no matter what I do, the underlying problems are there. I do not have the passionate direction. So, with a bit of therapy out of the way, yay! Thank you guys for listening. Yeah, no buts. You got to make it, since who else would help you, right? You can do it. Mystic Star, I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, your insistence on stars and glitter borderlines on Ebony Unicorns. Love of that shit. And it's like, I could cheat using the paint. I don't have the paint. So, yeah, we got you geared up for the three of you hardcore bastards that are in here. We need to finish Linus painting. This was kind of the showcaser. Like, let's do it. Let's try it out this way and stuff like that. So I've been blocked because of the original idea was to put a lighthouse here to cover this portion up. If you'll notice a fundamental flaw here in the way I've laid this out, this is supposed to be a cliffy face. And we left this down here like this. And technically speaking, we could just flow it out like this and put the cliff here. But then where the fuck is this lighthouse going? So then we need something back here. But this is here. So then the lighthouse is there. And that's why this one is kind of struggled there. I use the excuse of trying to find talent. I need to hone up my skills, right? But if you look back on yesterday's live, my big problem was the waves went down like this, right? These ones, they've got movement and texture, but they're on the same fucking plane as the horizon line. There's no dip. This water is just sitting here. Okay, it's not like trying to flow down or do something else. We just need to put some white caps on it, a little back here. And then this ultimately is not the line. The line will probably be about up to here. This will be the actual green grassy moss. So that way our cliff face will actually work as designed, as done by the photo. Now, the person that's going to could give a fuck about any of this. They're going to just be amazed. Fuck, they're already amazed at the sky. They're already amazed as is. The sky, the coloring, the flow, the sweet little sunlight, and the other thing, which is another problem that I had in yesterday's painting. Beautiful fucking sky. Sky came out real goddamn good. It was the Neapolitan of paintings, but I didn't scoop it and like blend it together. We had a really great sky, fun down here, but when it came down to here, we needed fucking yellow. Like a sky this bright is going to light up the water. It's not going to light it up like white or this or that, but we desperately needed to. So now I'm like, God, I signed it so itty bitty because I knew I was either going to paint over it or whatever. So we'll see how that one goes. Let's see what chat says. Thanks, man. This was fucking number 3. But even then, there is a sky underneath. There is just this fucking horrendous red, purple, blue nonsense that I was still stuck on from when I sat down art. Like, I was very much into that phase of it, because then it was, you lay one down, you lay another one down, you remove all the excess pigment, and then you get reds, blues, and purples all stacked in there. Just little sparklies, if you will. Sparkle things don't necessarily have to sparkle, Mystic Star. But Daniel, thank you, man. I appreciate that as always. I was very excited to see the end of your Ditto verse, just because that was the painting that we first became friends on. And then, what are next, right? You just finish something and you blow it out. Holy shit, we got Hollow Hunters. Sir, where's the PayPal link? Hollow Hunters, I can give you a Venmo link. I'll send it to you in Discord. Time out while I do business. Jesus. It is the wife's Venmo link. So when you see the black lady, you pay the black lady. Otherwise, you could go back a couple videos. I won't tell you how many. And we could do it. All right. I don't know what you want to do with it or what we're doing, so write it in the description. My wife will text me. She's at work, guys. Okay. Third time's a charm. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Daniel, brother. What is it? That elephant? No, no, no. Fuck. Like a couple of these have like 9, 10 paintings underneath. If you go back all 30 other videos, actually, technically it's 38, but hey, zeros count too. Um, shit. Well, you can't see it. There we go. That one. That one has like 15. That one goes back like 10 years for me. There's just a few. But yeah, we can reuse canvases. We can do what we want. Kind of great. Uh, Off to the sussy Lake Hollow Bros goes as usual. Jesus. Excuse you, hello, Starry and Sparkles, God of Sparkle. Sir, you're not made of sparkles, and you sparkle. You have defeated your own argument. Always wondering what the best painting is. Yeah, man. I kind of go by the guidelines of any painting that I finished that I signed. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then I go back, and then it's like, okay, let's try that one again. A lot of people don't want to do that part. All right. So yeah, it is a good wonderment, but ultimately you find that rock bottom solace and things work out. So ultimately, kiddos, we are coffee and contemplating here because we are going to do this the way we plotted it out. The lighthouse was always the X factor. So we have, there's two things I wanted to go back and fix. One is the shadow on this guy because the light comes in this way. So I guess maybe it's bouncing off the top, but that feels like a maybe. Maybe we don't worry about that one. We come back to it. Now up here though, I would have liked a little beefier action, but considering the rocky shoal nature here, maybe the lighthouse goes here. But if we're thinking practically about lighthousery, that fucker should be right up here, right? These are the rocks. This is where the ship is going to. Hey, motherfucker, don't crash into here. Hey, motherfucker, don't crash into here. Now, when you paint, you can kind of choose what you want to do. Big T, sorry, man. I'm just I got like 50 fucking Discord messages that I kind of got to go through of various states of play, which is also leading to, it's not necessarily burnout, it's just exhaustion. I'm going rather quickly, making quick decisions, and given my disabled state, not the fucking place to be in, man. Deliberate, timely action is what it really requires. And I think you agree to it. So yeah, I feel like Big T, we finally got there. You're you and I'm me. Together we are. It's dope, man. Appreciate you really, and I appreciate everybody because a lot of people messaged me yesterday after yesterday's live, and it's just like, whew, man. Not only are you ripping like the ripping shippers, I'm starting to get a lot more empathy for them. It's like Jesus Christ, the endless barrage of emails, phone calls, texts, discords, and then fucking order messages and all this other shit. It's like, god damn, dude, that's a lot. All right, let's just check it out. Sasha, a fair Colorado afternoon to you as well. Welcome to, appreciate you being in Mountain Time. Am I even on fucking all messages? Yay, I am. Okay. I do sparkle in ways. Don't you always see me with my stars here and in Discord? No. Your real self, not your digital self. Your real self sparkles and shines, sir. That's why your digital self is a reflection of you, sparkling and shining. Please try again harder, sir. You may believe what you want, but I know the fucking truth. What's up? Yeah. It comes off as an air of either being pedantic, holier than thou, insert fucking word, insert jerk off word here, where it's just kind of like I'm in a position that I don't have to say yes. In fact, I can turn it all off right now. I can just delete the app and walk the fuck away. No one would ever know. No one would ever care. We could do it here or there. But I want to be considerate to people. I'm hoping, praying, and everything else that people listen and understand when I say some shit, and then they go, "Oh, okay, it's not fucking me, it's him, and he's actually trying his best. Let's go with it." Discord. I feel like this is a clapback, boys. Jesus. Let me look at my wife's number. That's always fun, right? Nobody memorizes their shit. Okay, we got it. We got it. All right, I'm going to ignore this, Hollow Hunters. Thank you for clapping back and making me feel the way I make you guys feel sometimes, where it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, that's a fucking lot. Like, what are you doing to me? All right, Discord. Wow, rude much? No, no, no. Rude is what I did in Discord to Ark. That was rude, but it was a joke and it was fun. But it is in the artist lounge, so there is an ought to my dickery. All right. All right. All you can do is do what you can. Yes, this is true. No, he doesn't know her number. Jesus. I had the number, fuckos. Guys, everybody in chat, when was the last time you had numbers memorized? I guarantee you it was 2005 to 2008. And by 2008, everything was just in that fucking thing. I used to be paranoid and have everything written down as well. Because I'm like, if the fucking digital takes a shit, I can still at least know what the numbers are. Like, if you were intoxicated and thrown into jail, you don't have access to your phone. Whose number are you calling to get you, to bail you out, to do any fucking thing? You need to call somebody. Who are you calling? They don't have fucking phone books there, guys. You could hit the operator and be like, can you just hook me up with somebody? But is that going to get you out of the jail? Think about it, guys. Think about it. It's a little survivalist. It's cool. All right. Back to chat. Chilling today. Boring housework, right? Important question. How do you clean canvases from dust? All right. Cleaning canvases from dust are very similar to actually painting the canvas. So if you take a paper towel, right, nice dry paper towel, and you just barely press on that fucker. Now you can't really see it like this, so let's get you into a mode where you can see it, right? Okay, so look right here, pressing down real hard. We bring it back up, but we're just lightly, and we're not, and you can hear it, right? You're just crazy. Right? A lot of people will use varnish to finish their canvases, shit like that. But ultimately, what you need to do, if you actually give a fuck about that kind of shit, what you have to do is you have to put it behind some decent glass. Now, museum quality glass, it's not airtight, but it's pretty fucking close, right? So then you have a stiff ridge around your actual frame. You have the matting that goes pretty fucking close to it. Then on top of that, you have that nice thick fucking glass, which is also UV protectant. It's another fucking thing that people don't understand. Cardboard people, oh yeah, you guys know to keep your shit out of the fucking sun. Nerd collectibles, stuff like that. No. On your bookcase every day for 3 to 4 hours, it's blasting coming through your fucking window. Yeah, it's bad. So if you really care about it, there's a lot of preservation techniques that you can do pre-treating the canvas. A lot of people have problems with varnish application because they don't pre-dust it, which is why I don't do any of it. I'm like, that's on you. If you need me to help you out for it, guidance, resources, docents, I got names, I got numbers. We can help you out with that. But at the end of the day, it's the end of the day according to Shay. But no, at the end of the day, rule number one, you choose your own adventure here. My adventure is very low effort, high reward. Low effort does not necessarily mean low quality. What it means is deliberate actions that result into the highest of rewards. Deliberate, It is what it is. Hey, decent man enters chat. All right, let's just catch up with this. Cheers, nonetheless. Appreciate it, Sinistar. Yeah. Hey, man, that's not a real number. You need an area code, Sasha. Yeah, so like 801-867-5309. Talking about 707-867-5309. Oh, yeah, you were messing back with Sus Arc since you said art channel there. And I was like, no, put your pick back. Yeah, yeah. Sinistar, I wouldn't dust you, buddy. I'd feather you, give you a little feathering, and some other shit that we'll get to later. We'll talk. We'll talk, Sinistar. Put a big ass penny sleeve on it and top load it. You're not wrong there, Broly. They do make that kind of stuff. So yeah. Okay, you. All right. Thanks. Okay. So kiddos, thank you for letting me go on my emotional rant of why things were different, especially on the day that I go. Thank you guys for being here. What do you say we figure out what we're painting? Shit. Talking about my boy Broly like that, man. He's a channel fucking hero if you look at the description. Guys, I'm shocked nobody got yesterday's purposed intentional fuck up. It was in the title. Everybody was focused on the thumbnail. Nobody looked at the title. Nobody looked at the description. I put the words good housekeeping. So it was good house as one word and then keeping, where it is good and housekeeping. Rafa would have saw it. He would have saw it. So it is what it is. All right. I think Broly outranks you in the world of modhood. No, you're all equal mods. All right. No mod on mod violence today. I don't know, man. I barely know any of you guys, really, but I still have a profound emotional thing for y'all. All right. Do we need a lighthouse in this bitch? Okay, because what we're going to do is we are going to do a nice English green hillside. So England, Scotland, and Wales, Ireland, they're all in that same weather pattern. So we got some dark greens that we can play with, some hints of some lights, some kind of muddy brown greens. It's not gonna be easy being green down here, but it will be green. And we're gonna basically go off into a cliffside here that'll be nice and white because that's the way Essex County, England looks, right? And then depending on how this part goes, I feel like we'll stretch this down here to like this. This will go all the way down here. And we'll just come across and really set this into play with a second plane behind it, a little bit lower, maybe a little Rockies and stuff like that. We did a tester way back when, 2 months ago. So ultimately, what we need to decide here, because there's not a lot of trees in that area, we don't do trees. But I feel like we do need something to really tie. It's got to tie the fucking painting together, man. The lighthouse is going to be it. But if we do the lighthouse, then we have to do it this way. We would have to reverse this cliffside to over here. We could do that. But then we got to paint a bunch of shit here. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. What are we doing, guys? These are my problems, and I'm looking for you for solutions. So pop your solutions in the chat. No wrong answers, no stupid answers, no waste of my time answers. Just fucking answer, guys, if you so choose. Enjoy the landscape. Big T's got it. I know it's surely way longer than you, so I writes the hey, Mystic Star, that's 100% true whether or not you met him yesterday and I met him 2 days ago. You definitely know I think you're a mod in his fucking chat. It's fun. Sailboat. As with the unicorn yesterday, again, I'm leery of doing things without at least doing it on a different piece 2 to 3 times. So I can have the shape locked in my fucking head and then we just rock and roll. Oh, okay. Broly, but he's not going to mod you. How much you want to bet I can get Broly to make me a mod before you? Hey, Broly, you looking at that fancy fishing rod again? Yeah, it's being delivered to you right now. God, people call it trolling. I call it just being fucking silly because life is so serious, and we're on the fucking internet chatting with each other, and most of us are in a fucking solitary room by ourselves, and we're just having some fun with it. I take my leave. Oh, Jesus. Don't go arc on me, Mystic. You're better than that. All right. Before we get there, let us get here. Because what I'm talking about is the last step. So let's break this down. Let's break my problems down into a manageable way. And let's just see if we can work this out and finish this fucking thing. So that way I can then hop on the goddamn painted dog struggle bus because that will accompany this. Or I'll just send this and we'll do that one. Ha. Then we got to do Charizard Land next week. I got everything scheduled so that way I can do it. So the question is everything above my arm. Basically, here up is what we're talking about. Aziz, towel. Everything above the towel is what we're talking about. Do we need to fix anything? The original intent was to maybe bump this out a little bit higher. That way when we do this one, it'll have a little bit more of a medium. Because right now it's pretty much on the same plane as this guy, and this guy is supposed to be back there. Like there's another little river or what. This is an island. This is an island. This is an island. There's a space of water that we can't see behind here. So the idea is that we actually bring this up by about like that much, just like that. Again, this is a technical thing, and my fucking face is right here next to it, man. Like I can see it subatomically. It's kind of fun, right? Just needs more cowbell. That's always it. Maybe a rock formation. Hey, Mr. Galler. Welcome in, buddy. More Free Willy. Right, Sasha? I did fucking take this from the Free Willy pick. I really fucking did. Keen eye, sir. Mr. Galler, we are working through emotional issues that are causing artistic blocks, and we're kind of group thinking our way through it. I'm kind of guiding it. I'm dejecting ideas, but I do not want to disvalue people for suggesting an idea. That's the whole fucking point of this thing. It's us. It's not me showing you. It can be if you ask me to. Sure, no problem. But no. This is guys. Fun shit happens when we work together. It's amazing. All right. So I don't think we fuck with it at all. I think we just leave it be. That feels like the consensus, right? So then what we have to do is our next step would be to add in the water line. Now, if we bump that water line up just a little bit more than this one, that can solve that distance problem that I was talking about. So then we just come across here with a little bit of white. We just go right along that fucking shoreline, right? We come over here, do a different one, right in between all of there. We add in all of these little tiny things. Basically, it kind of looks like this guy. If I bring you in for the real thing, you'll be able to see it. See that little bit of white there? That's kind of the edge of the rock, but it's basically the water line. That little bit of white will just kind of go right out and marry between the two. Right? But then we do this back part, and then when we come out here, we start up here and we do this little guy, and then that keeps creating the illusion of depth. Oh. All right, well, the goddamn Hollow Hunters are making the list. You guys shall be immortalized. Thank you, Hollow Hunters. Thank you. Very sweet of you guys. As always, everything you guys do is pretty fucking sweet. So, yeah, awesome. The wife is very confused. Who the fuck is a little guy in a long neck? What does that mean? Is it the same guy? Is that a sexual position? Is the little guy reaching for the stars of the long neck? What is that? Well, yeah, because I'm brutalized by Arc every time. Mystic Star, you come in like a shooting star and spread your joy. Okay, so we've established we need to do the water line. While we're doing the water line for all of these outlines here, we already kind of have where our wave patterns are at through this dark and this light. So then all I have to do is go real fucking slow and focus and retrace that out. Right? A lot of people like the sun moon thing here. We got to try to preserve that. Um, and then at the same token, there are little bits of yellow here and there that we should add in as we go down. Now, the reason why I did it so low is that I can then do partial waves and stuff back here. And then when we go in to set in this new fucking plane of existence with black, we've already got the background already done. Then the little tiny things where they cross and they meet are actually going to really, really help sell that this is way the fuck back there and this is way the fuck up here. Yeah. Okay. So, and then once we've got that going here, so chat, basically what I need from you today is, hey, go fucking slow, one line at a time. Hey, you're moving kind of fast. Hey, is that the right brush for that? That was a problem from yesterday where I was just taking the filbert and going to fucking town. These should be little itty bitty teeny tiny guys. All right. Make Broly feel like a big man. They're so little, right? Ha ha. Zing. Right. And then as we come out here, they should get slightly more. And then as we get to here, they should be more. Little bitty more. Make sense, guys? So I think with that, okay. Don't speed up. All right. So Hollow Honors, let me know what you need for that. I'll send you something. Or if I need nothing at all, and that's just you being very Broly about shit, let's do it. So we've got you in position. We've got the painting. All right. What we're gonna do, we got a little plastic guy. So in an effort, now this is where planning, organization, and execution all come into play here. We've got our planning phase, right? And we're sliding into organization for execution. Now, since I need to go slow, we need to do itty bitty things. Pretty much the only thing we're going to be using for probably the first hour, hopefully less. Like I said, it's important to go slow. When you have problems with things and you review them and you're aware of them, you're crazy if you keep fucking doing the same thing. Repeating the same thing over and over is only crazy is if you know that what you're doing isn't going to work and you continue to do it and not change a fucking thing. If you're not aware of it, then you can't do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to set out a tiny portion of paint. Normally you just want to, oh, I'm going to set it all out, right? Well, that gives me 3 minutes and then it gets tacky and then things start happening, right? So what we have to do is pick our first brush. Do we do the pencil? I feel like we go pencil. We go Daniel Domeno pencil. I call it pencil because it's yellow and it's tiny with a nice little point. Now this is all fluffed out and everything else, but like I said, when we roll it into the paint, we're gonna get there. We're only want it on the tip. That way we can do the little tiny lines, little dots, like that fucking unicorn's eye. Longor 7. Hey man, that is also the start of a wedding ceremony, sir. So it's a marriage of emotions and everything else. So you could take what you want from it, but yeah, let's go create. My wife was going to work and she's like, "You fucker, dude. Let's go crazy." Just randomly popped on my Spotify. Like, what the hell are you doing? Now, there's two ways we could go about it. We could throw out a little bit and do it the natural way, or I could sit here and hold this fucker and we just dip into the top. I don't want to do the dip. Let's do it this way. Okay. They are fun songs for sure. All right, we have paint on the canvas. Everybody take a moment for an indulgence. Pray for me, Saint Cage. You're not a real saint. You're a person, but whatever. Now, the fun part is, if we fuck up, it's going to be okay. We're going to make this work. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stab it right in its side. Tiniest dot of fucking paint on that bitch. Is what I mean. We're going slow. We're going deliberate. So we're going to start over here. Nope, I'm already fucking it up. You dab that fucker. We need to go side to side. We're going to dab it. And we're going to roll it thin. That's how we're going to do this. Right? See, we can come back and fix that later on. Well, let's get into this beefy bastard right here. Let's see if we can just do this. And some might say this is where acrylic markers might come into fucking handy, because then you don't have like little hairs and brush strokes. You just have paint control, etc. That seems to work out pretty good, guys. I'm getting excited. Getting excited. So exciting. Now, this might not be the most entertaining thing in the world, because here I am, old man librarian, staring down the barrel of my glasses. My eyes aren't fucked up enough. Damn it. We were so close. Dink. So close. But that's okay. It looks like there's a splashing on a rock or something, right? But you see how itty bitty that line is compared to that other one? Sink. Right? Almost like maybe this island continues on. And that's the magic of water lines and setting things in your painting. Plenty of people like me when I was 23. What's my age again? Going slow, a little bit of control. Don't worry, guys. I will bring you in for the real thing. Just give me a moment. Uno momento. Word salad. Now, since we're getting a little closer here, we can get a little bit bigger, a little bit more detailed, maybe some breaks in that fucker. In fact, while I'm reloading, let's just show you. Right? And those little lines are going to inform us of where all the rest of these lines are. What are caps? What are not? Because this is the end point of our guy. In fact, I can bring you in like that. There we go. There we go. The true happy accident here is when the paint breaks, certain things happen with it. Like that one. Bink. Okay, there we go. We reload. We're in here. Coming up. Coming up. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Timeline. And this is where watching Daniel Domeno Arts, who was in the chat, probably lurking, whatever, as you do. Watching him really helped me reappreciate using these little fucking itty bitty brushes. Because man, oh man, they can give you the deets that really help literally sell your fucking paintings. Something about like that. Pink. Bring it on in. Zinc. See? Because we put that little gap in between the line. We got this little guy going forward. Now this piece pushes all that other shit back. Thicker lines. Itty bitty thin lines. Right? Now that we're done with that portion, come back in here. Stab and roll out. That feels very Decepticon. Okay, now here is where the struggle is really going to be. There we go. He still burns. Take a look at the back of my hand, guys. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Anybody wants to donate to give me the $3,000 I'm gonna need to upgrade to standard modern day YouTubing equipment, you are more than welcome to ask for the wife's Venmo. Call it a tax write-off. Whatever, whatever. I'm staggering out this one because I want to give the illusion of it making it into a cove. Got a nice cove. Dink. Right? And then when we start this line out here, or we go back here, either way, we're doing good. Going slow. We are not quite there, Mystic Star, but what do you mean? The ocean needs more. Oh, okay, to match the sun. Aren't these sparkles, buddy? The sparkles are going to be the white. All right, let's go back here and do hopefully the most amazing teeny tiny lines you can ever hope to do. And as much as I want to bitch about this kind of stuff, guys, this is the stuff that keeps you looking. Keeps you coming back, going, wow. That is just the fucking tiniest of lines, man. God damn. Look at that shoreline just really pop because of it. From time to time, you may want to clean off this brush because you'll notice with acrylics that not only is the paint drying on the palette, paint's drying on the brush too. So then you're just making it sticky and gummy. And the results that you were getting when you first used the brush when it was clean are no longer happening, which is frustrating. So frustrating. So once again, while you're doing this, stay aware. Think about where you are, what you're doing, what kind of stuff is happening. Once we finish this, we'll bring you in for the real thing and show you the work. Because it's important to show your work. It's not just a math concept, it's an overall life concept. Hey man, could you show your fucking work? Well, I don't want to do that. Then you'll copy me. And then I won't have any more work. Or I'll just not give a shit. And I'll know that you're above board and I could see it. When some asshole comes saying some shit, you're just like, nah, bitch. That's not how that worked. It's like when people ask, what are the source of these packs? Came from Temu, China. Oh, I ordered them on Wish.com. Oh, okay then. That's a lot. It's adding a little bit more zazzle to the front of this. What are we thinking, guys? Thinking I need to add gray to the arm of this to really sell the cove. But we can get there here in a little bit. All right, practice what I preach. Let us whap the brush. In fact, let's just straight out fucking clean it. Sand footprints that go into the water. Good whack to the brush. Yeah. When I am actually cleaning these, I'll take the bigger brushes and I'll just fucking tap them against the edge of the sink. Flicks it all off, man. So good. So good. Hey, Frank, what's up, buddy? Is my copyright music blaring? Somebody was saying, oh man, I love this song. Cool, Frank. Always nice when you can get that relaxation in. Okay, guys. All right. My rule of thought is usually we start up front and then we work our way back, which means I will need a different brush. Dink. Look at that commitment. Just look at it. I think we need our golden boy, our star, our pointy brown. Look at that point. Look at that point. Let's put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Are you ready? So let's just start up here. And that's what we're doing, guys. You see the darks? We're just going to put a little white line right on top of them. Maintain that dark. And then we got to do it all over. Right? And people wonder why are you charging so much? It's just this. It's a little bit. It's a little fucking bit more than that. Just a fucking bit. Good old days. And nights and days. Stressed out. The good old days. Now, this is where critically me stepping the fuck back from time to time is also going to come into play. But I think I could cheat that and incorporate you by doing about 3, 4 of these lines and then showing you, and then we get to look at it on camera. And that might just give me enough of an insight to make it work. Some of the bits took a lot there. There we go. There we go. Like Daniel Domeno's setup is really nice. He got like 3, 4 different cameras. I'm kind of jealous of that, but then again, I don't want to spend an hour fucking doing setup, man. I want to spend an hour on painting or talking. Maybe we could paint better and talk more if I had the gear. So being dismissive is always a good time, guys. Moral of the story. See. Yeah. All right, that's 5. Bam. That's all we're doing, guys. And now we're going to match those lines up with the shorelines. We're just going to keep on going. Look at Mystic Star coming for Kazune's job. Nice. Kazune was the original OG, as always. But with all good things in time, things inevitably change. There's only one Mystic Star. There's only one Kaz. There's only one me. Of course, there's only one you. And just you being you has already made this day better. So thank you for being you. Mr. Rogers listening ass painting show we're watching. The best fucking kind, guys. Calm down. Kind of makes me wish a British person from Essex County by the Shoal was here. Like, yeah. The water's a little bit more flatter than that guy. I should be switching back to the other brush, but I'm not doing it. Fuck what I said and fuck what you're trying to tell me right now. I want to get this done. I want to move on. Let's move on. How are we looking? That was 5. All right. About 3 over here. And we'll move forward and around. That's so funny, guys. Now, I love the Hollow Hunters pieces. Y'all know this. I got their backs. If I say shit, it's because it's out of love. But yeah, the Hollow Boost. I've ordered so fucking many, and they're always $10 credits. There's nothing about it. It's just the way the fucking thing is done. But yeah, it's like, dude, that kind of feels bad. Like, fuck your Hollow Boost. But thankfully, I got a little immunity to it because of that. There we go. But yeah, isn't life all about, doing stupid shit and then like try not to feel bad about it? We're good on that one. Now we need this one. Now, when we were doing our foamy water line, this brush would have been very fucking helpful with that. Because as you can see, we're only painting in like this little bit, but I'm fucking taking my goddamn time trying to do this. Take your time, do it right. It gets a little bigger than you want. Just make sure it tails off at the end. Right? There's sequential waves. Make sure you are connecting some of these to that shoreline line. Otherwise, the illusion does not work as well. Because then it's like, well, where's what's happening? Because it's probably magic. Now, since it's cove, we're going to kind of leave it alone. Sort of. We're going to close that cove off because I don't want to come back with the actual deal. Right, I'm just going to come across here. Go a little fast. Won't go fast. Won't go fast. Okay. See, now what we have here is the illusion of tiny little rocks and splashy shoals. Fun English shit, I guess. Okay. Right? Because this, we got it a little differently. Bam. There we go. But as we move away from the islands, the wave pattern is going to change and get thicker. So we just got to keep that in mind. Right? You got to love the art. Any form, any way you can get it, you got to love it. Body to the beat, to the effort, to the sea. I don't mind the sky sometimes. Is it show? Shanghai's release. See, now that we've built this up, now we're actually kind of rocking back and forth this way. We're doing it, Peter! Taste you on my lips and taste you in my soul. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken other people's eyes. Now we got this big, thick bastard right here. Clean off the paint with him. And if we really don't like this guy up front here, we'll cover him up with black and make him a fucking grassy shoal thing. Avalanche coming down now. All right, Aziz Towel. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lines. Know just how you look through other people's eyes. We're not doing every line. We're going to let some skip and sink because of things, reasons, geography, what have you. Nope. Canvas does that. Big T, thank you. Thank you, everybody, just lurking and doing whatever you need to, man. Chat amongst yourselves, man. I don't give a shit. Enjoy yourself. I'm busy. Busy trying to entertain you guys. Right. Kind of easy to see why I was so fucking detrimental about this. And like, gotta have a plan. Well, I'm gonna cover all this up with a fucking rock or something. Maybe I don't need to go through all this. And then you get fucking stuck. And then you're sitting there staring at it for 2 months going, Jesus Christ, dude. Can you just finish the fucking painting? Got a nice bigger guy out here. Okay, little guy right there. We'll bring you in for the real thing. Let's check it out. Yeah, you monster! You signed the EV. You're a fraud. Whatever the fuck you want to. Government took my feelings, guys. Ain't a fucking thing you could say that will actually affect me. There we go. Then we're going to have some fun with the fan brush out over here. But we wanted to make sure we were clean, concise, and level. He's a good man and thorough. Now, technically, these are all supposed to have tails. Like this guy that I'm painting right up front here, tails. See the tail? But I wanted to get the lines set first before I start fucking with tails and shit. So even though we're almost done with this section, not quite. We still got to fill in some illusions. But I wanted to use this brush as much as I needed to, so that way when I go back to the other brush, then we can get really in there. Get it up in its grill. Because right now it doesn't make a lot of sense of the light there. But once we start shooshing some stuff back here, we'll see. We'll see the blockage. We'll see. We'll see. We can see, man. And the tails tail a lot. Give the wave some curvature. Let you know, wow, where the next one's coming from. It does. It's always the little things that our eyes are attracted to and wonderful, which is probably why I find Johnny so cute. Float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. I'll float on, right already. right? See the little bump in the tail, right? How much more it looks like water as compared to the ones right behind it. So I feel like we got a decent spread here. Do we need something here? Coffee and contemplation time, kiddos. Let's take a look at the work, the glory. Have an indulgence. Oh, dude, Big T. Yeah, those Catalina waters are no fucking joke out there, bro. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. They think of like a lake, and it's like, no, 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 no. The ocean undulates like a motherfucker. All of a sudden, this, that, and the other, the wind gets going, it catches a fucking cold streak of water, rip currents, all thing. Oh, let me get you into full coffee and contemplation mode, guys. Sorry, my bad. My bad. My head's in my ass today. I led with that. Right? How we feeling about it? Like, I feel like if we do the tail portion right here on all of those white caps going to about here-ish, we leave these the fuck alone. But right anywhere here down, we get the little wispy tails going. I think we'll be okay. You're not quite straight, guys. You're not vertical. There we go. And like I said, a large chunk of this is going to get taken away anyway. But like I said, we don't know what part. Because if this is the actual line of the cliff, where is the plane of the grass? What is this cliff holding up? And it's actually going to be like a pillow topper right across the top right here. Right? And we'll layer in green and angle it down and wisp it around. And it'll be dope. Big T, it needs the wisps. It definitely needs the wisps. But what we're looking at is the layout of these waves, right? So like here, we've got a little wave here, a guy here, a guy here. But then is this guy the next round so this wave is coming in and this guy is forming to be the next section of that wave, whereas these guys are forming in to be the next section of this wave. Wave dynamics will absolutely crush your brain. Physics is nuts. Mystic Star, this is for Ryan's housekeeper, Linda, who's a sweet old English lady that likes to crochet penises and stuff. So we can have some chaos, but not really. I want this to be a breakfast nook piece. I want her to have her coffee or tea or joint, whatever the fuck she's into. I just want her to chill the fuck out for 30 minutes and be able to stare at this bitch and just go, wow, how refreshing, etc., etc., etc. The fact that I'm even working on this is chaos, though. Which is usually why I like to paint fast, right? Hit it and quit it. Whew. Do it. We'll fix it. We'll do it better next time. We'll remember. Linda does not have a favorite. Favorite animal. Well, she's English, so the only animal she likes is a man. Yeah. Mystic Star, if I go live tomorrow, man, we're gonna do. Should I go live tomorrow, Mystic Star? I mean, Ebony's going. Basically, now I'm butting heads up against people that I want to be in chat for. So, Mystic Star, I think you're wanting to declare chaos painting, meaning that I will, to the best of my ability and within fucking reasonable requests, attempt to paint what they've asked me on the canvas. But before we can do that, we have to pick a background. Okay, so we didn't really pick a background on this one, and that's why it's so kind of weird. Like this portion, fine, yay. But then you look at that, weirder. But then you look at the first official chaos painting, where I insisted on a fucking background. And then we could do crazy chaos shit, right? See, we should have painted the other one orange too, just like this on the unicorn one. But yeah, this is where it gets you chaos. You get Thunderous' dick cloud jizzing on Tentacruel, right? But you don't get there without a fucking sky, because where's the clouds living? You don't get a Zard on a cloud because there's no fucking clouds. Then it's weird. There's ways we can incorporate chaos into a controlled fashion and actually enjoy it, and not just be like, oh God, well, that's fun. I certainly don't want to fucking paint over that every second of every goddamn day. All right, Mystic Star, you pick a day. We will do the Mystic Star chaos painting. Chat chooses. Okay, so I think we just need some wisps, some tiny guys throughout this field right here especially, and then moving up forward to here. Once we get that done, then we can move over to here, do a similar pattern, but different. Because we've got little tiny ruffle guys. This is where the calmer, shallow harbor waters meet the rough, harsh ocean waters. Okay. Herbal enhancement. Herbal enhancement. Hey, we still got 5 of you. Thanks. Hey, Big T, have you heard from JR? I know he's moving or something, but I've been now concerned with him after card party. I would like to see him streaming. So many jokes I have from our time spent together. The hope brings you down. I don't even be on. Shit. Thanks for that, Mystic Star. I appreciate it. Always give me a poke. Like, yo, your presence is needed. Okay, guys, now that I stand up and I look out at it, yeah, we do some wispy guys on that middle front section. We finish this other bitch. We move on. It's feeling pretty good. Because right now, this part is distracting me because we don't have the other corresponding pieces. But before we can get here, let us finish here. And then that will also inform us of what we need to do over there. Or we just say dash the cliff. I paint over this whole fucking thing right here. We just make this the green topper. We finish the ocean up here. Ah. Ah. This is what happens when you care too much, guys. Like, I really want this to be something for Linda. I want, and it's not for money or fame or anything. It's just that I think she's a nice gal. She reminds me of a lot of, I come from a non-traditional home, so my family sucks, but I have a lot of found family. And Linda reminds me a lot of the found family that I have, and especially since she suffered a medium injury, messed up her ribs and stuff. It's like, let's give her something nice. Hey, thanks for still being around, Linda. Kind of a deal. Yeah, I threw him 1 too. I feel like he's just moving. He's having fun, just fucking sweating it out in that Florida fucking heat, just moving. The heat and the humidity always make every fucking move just that much more like, god damn. Yeah, that was right before card party. Okay, I'm just going to assume he's moving, and he will get to us when he can get to us. Plus, motherfucker's got a full-time job anyway, so maybe he's just busy with a campaign or something fun where he just can't. He's moving and he's got to work, man. This all this extra shit is literally that extra. All right, we clean the brush. Oops, we clean the brush. Nice, neat curls. We twist, we roll. That way we don't have little whangers. I'm just going off to the side here. So what we're going to do is the same concept as when we did the shoreline. Hey, the AA is. Okay. We're going to come in here. We're going to brighten the shit out of the edges. These other little guys. Just give it a nice reach. Because water will always connect. And it's important for that connection. Otherwise, it looks disjointed. And as Big T said, there's something missing. Just not quite right. Our brains can see it, but they cannot articulate it, which makes it fun. Just try to fucking diagnose the problem. Let's just go out here. We'll just kind of wish Charmenic was in here. He lives by the shore. Does not, in fact, sell seashells by the seashore, but he spends a lot of goddamn time out in the water. And my memories of the water are about 15, 20 fucking years old. So to say I'm looking through rose-colored glasses is definitely something. And like I said, if we just wanted to turn and burn this bitch, could have done what we did yesterday. One brush, go. Just go. But I care about this one. I care about them all. I want them all to be really good. But I'm willing to take the time to really fucking make this one go. I want it to be more than I'm capable of, which again, is not only fucking scary to admit, it's scary to fucking feel. The trick to fears and scares is that you know they're there. You know they're coming. It's when they blast you out of fucking nowhere that it's always a problem. But even when it randomly pops up when you least suspect it, you can have steps and actions prepared for when inevitably you become a big whiny diaper fucking baby about it. And you try not to freak out or lose friendships, which is ultimately everyone's fucking fear. I don't want to be an outcast. Sometimes you do, though. Sometimes you want to burn them fucking bridges. Mystic Star, my favorite new one is always Greek grapes because it sounds easy. It's like toy boat, but the one above all, the one that will get everybody is Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch, and it's the Irish. Because instantly saying Irish kind of makes you feel like you're a drunk. Irish. Stereotypes are there for a reason, guys. Don't act on them in a bigoted way. Just recognize they're there as shortcuts. Not necessarily hard rules, but guidelines. Damn, I'm out of paint. And again, guys, something else happened yesterday that was oddly timed. First of the month, what do you know? The digital panhandlers came the fuck out. I can't talk to you in your chat. Yeah, because you don't have any fucking thing to say other than the newest problem in the week that might elicit an emotional response to helping you Do whatever the fuck you're doing for whatever the reason you're fucking doing it. I have no problem helping people. I have no problem getting people drugs or alcohol. I don't give a fuck what they're using it for. I don't want them to die, but at the same fucking time, choose your own goddamn adventure. But what I fucking absolutely hate is out of goddamn nowhere. We're all having a good time, just pissing away money on fucking Pokemon. And it's just like, oh my God, this girl that I kind of liked. It's like, this is not relationship advice. Go the fuck away. Hey man, see a fucking doctor. Hey man, go to this person. Hey man, here's a fucking website. Hey man, shut the fuck up. I get very upset about that because there is a way of doing it. And if you do it that way, then it's not a fucking problem. But these goddamn amateurs are just playing on the stupidity and randomness. And it's like, oh no, I totally didn't see you in 7 other chats saying the exact same fucking thing, trying to get the exact same response. And wow, we haven't heard from you in 3 weeks. First of the month, everybody's paid for sure. How does this all fucking work? It's upsetting. I think it's just because they're insulting everyone's intelligence is what the problem that I have with it. So if you are chatting and you don't see your chats come up and no one's responding, perhaps they're onto your shit and you need to move the fuck on. I will not name names because I'm not that kind of guy, but I think we all know who the fuck they are. On this front one, I'm going to do the line in front and curve it up because this one was a little too straight. So even in going back and fro, we could still make slight adjustments just to make it a little bit better, a little easier, a little more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Yeah. Call me whatever name you want. I guess there it is, guys. You want to get under my fucking skin, demean my intelligence or the intelligence of other people for your own fucking personal gain. That's a true scuzzbag. That is a true scammer. If they don't know they're fucking doing it, then they're goddamn dumb too. Which then is even more. It's like, God damn you. Okay. Moving on. Tell us how you really feel, guy. As a veteran, I do have high emotions for this. Stolen valor is one thing, but whole other thing of I want to take the troops, everything else, but then you get all fucking preachy and shit. Well, they're not all blowed up. Are they even there? Either take it on fucking face value or you don't. Move the fuck on. Act accordingly. And a lot of veterans choose to fucking be in the position they're in because they got fucked over so hard that they don't ever want to be in a position to be like that again. So they refuse to take the benefits that they got because of the trauma suffered under the pretty much exact same fucking system. And again, goes back to that diminutive intelligence, right? People that weren't in can't get the little details right. People that have never been in that situation or medical problems or kids problems or parents or etc. They tend to say some weird shit. Like, that's not right. But I'm never going to ask for a fucking medical report. I'm just going to be like, all right, let's just CSI examine your fucking photographic evidence of emotional manipulation and see where it's at. There we go. There we go. All right, maybe I should check chat after I do my hate rant. Nope. Dude, I saw that. Yep, yep. That was just one example, buddy. Well, there was 2 examples. And it's just like every fucking time. Clockwork. And you know what's funny? It's tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Think about it. Think about how many times something tragic has happened to you, right? And then up the frequency by like about every 2 weeks. Have you ever had an every 2 week fucking tragedy like that? No, because usually you stop going online. You change your patterns. Things are different. But hit after hit after hit. You're just fucking talking that shit. And it's just like, God. Mm. Oh, Mystic, enjoy yourself. Let me know when I can do a Sparkle Fun Time Chaos painting with you and everybody else. I think it'll be dope. So, anywho, yeah, even Mr. Zard's mix was talking about trauma dumping. Like, guys, the world is shit. If we actually fucking stop and look and think about it, ha, ha. So let's not fucking think about it. Let's rip some fucking Pokemon packs. Let's paint some shit. Let's do any fucking thing but allow real fucking life to come on in. Fuck that shit up. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. If I had $1,000,000, I'd spend them all. No crystal ball. $1,000,000, I'd spend it all. How we looking, guys? Feeling better about this now? I feel like I just need a little spot right fucking there, and we're good. We're good. Guys, anything I say, paint, do, you don't like it? Get the fuck on, man. I need 20 to 40 people. I usually average about 80 to bit by, say hello, and whatever. So cool. I'm not changing. You're not having a good time. Move the fuck on. Ain't nobody got to know. Ain't got to be no big ass thing. Once again, choose your own adventure. I promise you this, guys. The last thing I'll fucking do is waste your goddamn time. I always say, you gotta factor in your time and do all the things, right? But fuck all that. I waste my time how I see fit. You do not get to waste my time. I waste my own time. All right, we're feeling pretty good about that. That's looking dope. We're nice, even and clean. And then we've got our nice little guidelines out over here. So let's just bring it in. There's that bit of green. See how the line can keep going? That's going to be our back point line. We'll fill in that part, and then we'll come in here. We'll do a couple little things here, and then we'll wait and see. I think we got to finish this chunk. We got to finish the blue before we can go on to the fun shit. Okay. How do we want to do this? I mean, people do it, and it's weird that they wasted the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for clicking on it, probably having to subscribe. Wait a minute. And they go, this is boring. But people do that shit all the time, man. Like I said, they can waste their own fucking time. The second they start wasting my fucking time, that's when shit happens. Yeah, but Sasha, Sasha brings up the counterbalance to all the shit that I've just been saying. Sasha says, I try and keep things to myself and stay positive, especially when I'm chilling with this awesome community. Beautiful on its statement. You don't necessarily have to do that. It's frequency, man. Or Sasha, if you're having a bad time, bro, I'd probably be like, yo, bro, let's go over to Discord real quick. Leave the YouTube thing, because then you're battling against other chatters, you're battling against the streamers. So how much are you really getting? You know what I'm saying? How much help? Do you just need to type it out there and see what the reactions are? Which it's going to be awkward. How satisfying could that be? But hey, man, if that's what you fucking need, it's what you fucking need. Ah, it's a balance. It's a goddamn balance in all things. So pipe up. Just don't just pipe. That's the only thing you say. Grief, 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 grief. Fuck you, man. How about happy time, good time? Hey, that was weird. Hey, that was fun. Grief. Happy time, good time, fun, weird, grief. Could be that simple. Right? Sympathy or action for sympathy. Oh man, I feel bad. I was in that position. Here you go. You see the emotional manipulation line? It's a bummer. It's a goddamn bummer, is what it is. Let's just stand up and take a look at this. Let's make sure I'm feeling satisfied. I am. Yeah. We're looking dope there. We even fixed some of my little issues with put too many there, not enough here. And see, the fun part is you need flat water to reflect the light. Because if it's moving, it's moving. So we got the waves in just right enough that it explains some things. Okay, guys, together we got there. Shit. Yeah. Or it's a 30-minute power hour, right? So then there's a frequency of how many times you're doing it, and then there's the duration, how long you're doing it for. And it's like, okay, man. Hey, dude, people have order questions. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. You know, not that Donnie, but the Donnie. Yeah, right. A little bit of awareness, a little bit of awareness goes a long fucking way. Which then brings me back to my biggest disappointment with the entirety of the Pokemon and everyone that I've met, everything. Not once have I ever been asked, what's my favorite Pokemon? That's not true. Kev asked once, right at the start. I didn't know, but I have no basis for picking one. A lot of people pick it from the game. A lot of people pick it from this artwork. I have favorite artworks. I don't give a fuck about the Pokemon that are on them. I have no attachment. So I don't know what people's attachment are that they chose to it, or they just stumbled into 50 copies of it. You see what I'm saying here? It's kind of a tough question to ask. I see why people don't do it, but it's just kind of like, you're in the Poke space, bro. Buying a lot of boxes. What are you looking for? Looking for weird niche art things. I'll know it when I see it, right? Yeah. Now, Big T, now this is the reason why I didn't want to do it, because I knew instantly people were going to do it. Then it's going to be like, well, what's your favorite Pokemon? Well, Big T, you've given me a slew of Pokemon, but King of the Hill, top pick. You only get one, the rest go away. Who are you picking as your favorite Pokemon? Are you going Articuno? Are you going Mimikyu? Well, I think Ponito's another family member, but you get what I'm saying here. And it's not really important, guys. I don't need you to ask me that, but maybe with other people, they're new. Hey, man, you got a favorite Pokemon? You new? This is how I decided mine. It allows you to build that connection with people. I only bring this up because of Card Party. The level of community and horse shit that was on display, kid friendliness and all this other shit. I was like, cool, I'm a grown ass kid. Maybe you could include me. I'm trying to include myself, but there could have been more, could have been more of a memorable, significant scenario. But instead, the vendors are here and they're selling all the money. They didn't give away packs. Again, run your own fucking event. See how far you get. See how far your money goes. You know what I'm saying? Right. Okay. See, Frank brings up another point. This is what happens when you do the word always, never. Hardcore things. It's like, hey, bitch, no, here, and here. And these are the lights and the hopes that I hold on to. Frank, you're a very endearing soul to me. Kind of the big motivation. I saw Kev, then I saw you, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. You could literally just talk in front of a fucking canvas and be okay. People will be there. It's great. Appreciate it, guys. Honestly, mine's Lugia. Okay. Okay, Big T. Lugia is fun. What builds your parameters for it? Childhood memory, games, pulled the card. Holy shit! My first pack, and then bam, there it was. I keep saying silver Dialga. That's not right. Or you saw Lovebirds, and you're like, wow, that's kind of cool. Which is weird because they're brother and sister, but that's a different story, right? But Frank, why do you like the Char Char so much? Is it cuteness? Is it the starter? Is it the game? Childhood seeing it in Pokemon 2000, bro. Okay, now Big T, did you go to the theater to see Pokemon 2000? Or did you have the ultra cool? Now that's like the fancy version, right? Or did you have the ultra cool version of going to like a Blockbuster, a Hollywood Video, a what have you video rental store? You're combing the shelves. Boom. Pokemon 2000. There it is. All of its glory. Holy shit, I only get one pick. Bam. Then they've got other picks. So then you got to go home, wait in line. But it's a whole communal thing. And you got popcorn and you got all this other shit going on. Did you get to did you theater experience it? And then probably you did because of the theater experience. Then you take it home. Like, oh my God, that was so rad. Now I can see it again and again and again. Starter in the game. Which game was your first game, Frank? Sasha, you got Zapdos, man. You got like the electric bird, the legendary. Is it the lightning? As a kid, I always kind of liked lightning. It was always kind of fun. Like, ooh, it's dangerous, it's loud, it's bright, but it looks so cool. We went to the theater, got and you got the promo cards. All right, but then Big T, did you have the home rental experience too? Because then you have memory on memory compounded with memory, and then yeah, that's gonna lock that shit in their heart. Lightning storm painting with sure, dude. Pokemon Red for the Game Boy. Been trying to get an Ancient Mew forever now. I have Red and Blue and Silver, Frank. Such a good card. Such a great card. Reminds me of being a kid. Now, you see, guys, I kind of had to say a fucked up statement, but look at the conversation we're having, man. We're learning about Sasha. We're learning about Big T. We're learning about Frank. You know? We're having a real deal, actual community building where we actually know shit about each other. Not just shit overheard or shit remembered, but like, hey, cool, dude. Yeah. Oh, no, I remember that game. Oh, yeah. You did this. Sasha, I think you're a little on the younger side. Did you ever have the video store experience? So, Frank Mankey, my origin story for the community is this. I was doing bar entertainment. Well, no, I don't need to put this out for story time. So I was doing bar entertainment, and I ran it all myself. I purchased all the prizes. I have local suppliers for all things. I got a sweet ass collectible store. It's not just comics and games. It's everything, man. Like it's a mouge bouge of whatever the fuck you can eat. Running thrift stores, running a few other fancy corporate stores that are a little pricier. But basically, it was in a quest to find prizes that weren't fucking Funko Pops. Like, yeah, here's a Funko Pop here and there because we're talking about the movie, some inner tie-ins and stuff like that. Like, it would be great to do a never-ending story one, hard to tie in prizes to it. So then maybe it's a fantasy thing. So then I got a labyrinth prize and I've got a this prize. And it's like, yeah, because they didn't make a lot of shit for never ending story. So in the quest of doing all of that, a lot of toy YouTubers on channel. We're talking Pixel Dan, Retro Rick, Pixel Game Squad, fucking Froggy Flips. Just as many PokeTubers as you can think of. There are that many in the toy space. Toy Galaxy, fucking amazing people, right? And it helped keep me in the loop of what prices were, what's hot, what's coming out, what do I need? What's going to be the hot button item to buy for people. Then I got injured, bedridden for 7 months. When I get home from the hospital, Retro Rick is at Vaults. Sorry, just petting off a little dust there. Retro Rick is at Vaults. Retro Rick is expanding his toy shop to include Pokemon. This is 2021? 2? No. This is 2023, right? So after the first boom, before the second boom, right? And Vault was such a goofy guy and had the toys, man. He had Ghostbusters. He had the thing. He had his cards displayed in frames. They weren't trapped in binders. I was like, this is great. Saw that he was going live on CTR. Boom. Now I'm into CTR land. Oh, great. I can say what I want. I could be kind of in my military self, say some really fucked up shit. And it's for laughs. We're just shooting the shit with the boys, so to speak. And then set the way forward machine. I learned how to chat, and then it was off to the races. The Nerd Chase kind of gave me a chance of redemption. Started working with him, opened up some other things, and then watching a few other people, we get to painting. So between Daniel Domeno, Nerd Chase, Kevin Pokeghost, and you, Frank, is the reason why we are doing this today. There's my origin story. That's a lot of yellow. Hi, Miss Ebony. We're bitching and moaning like old men. Come on in. The water is fine. Yellow sky, yes. This will all get covered up by green and funness. This is for Linda, Ryan's housekeeper. But you can't really see the fine detail there. But we did get we did get some fun, interesting waves. And we were just talking about actual connectivity of community. Well, you probably already heard it all because you're majestical and you're awesome and you do fun things. So welcome in. Oh, God damn it, Sasha. No, I'm just fucking high, bro. I'm fucking high. You're only a year younger than me, man. I'm fucking sorry. And he's like, a year? It's 3 months, dude. Yeah, I hate that I can't look at my cards way easier than in a binder, right? Good point. I got involved with the community because my wife bought me one pack and I hit the Bulbasaur IR in my first pack. Started watching Deep Pocket Monster and PokeRef, and then found live streaming. Hydra, Rob, etc. Okay, Frank. I mean, origin stories are never all drummed up. It's never fucking mutagen. It's never. It's just like I kind of stumbled ass backwards into it, and it happened. All right, let's put this out. We're graced by the presence of excellence and Ebony Unicorn. Let us finish off this little bit, and then we can actually get rid of this yellow band of dreams because I was going to paint. Guys, the lore of this channel is so fun. Going back, reviewing. I tend to watch, at the end of every month, I go back from zero and watch all of them. And it's like, oh God, thank God I don't do that anymore. Thank God I don't do that anymore. Instead of looking at it, oh God, I sounded like that, I looked like that. I'm like, nope, saw that, fixed that. All how you look at things. Yeah. Why green though? Ebony, this is Essex. Excuse me. This is Essex County, England. So Essex County, England, right? Detroit, Michigan, United States. Okay. What tends to happen in English water, it is very churny, very burny, very kelpy, very green. So yellow and blue make green. So that's why we have all of the subtle little green parts around. That way, when we hit them with a highlight, it kind of lets the light bounce and play. So yeah, the sun here is direct here, right? But then we got little fades all the way around. And I should probably bring you in for the real thing for that. So we got the little green fades in and out. That lets us know that, oh, okay, the mountain is actually projecting its shadow here. So we're just going to stick with that original dark color, the normal color of English water. And then we kind of flow around to it. So it's realistic impressionism. There we go. Ebony, I'm not even going to read your chat. It's just like the way, hey, man, I just asked you a yes or no question, and you just gave me this whole rah. And I'm sorry. I try not to do that, but, I like to impress you black ladies for reasons. My wife more than anyone else. All right, let's read the chat. I'm still sore. Went to the doctor today. They gave me the meds. Oh, I'm sorry you can't stream today, Ebony. Well, I mean, I'm happy or sad for you, depending on how you feel. Yeah, that's the way to go with it. That's the ticket. All right, let's clean a brush. I should get more of these. I have like 17 of every other brush. But when it comes to these detail brushes, I probably got them in my pouch. Time out. Time out. Where's my pouch? The pouch. If I do this right, we can show you how the pouch works. So much like a nice little apron. Dink. You got all these cool little slots. All these little slots for brushes. Do I have any more chisel squares? No, they're pretty much all rounds. That's why I keep them in here. I mean, we got a nice, interesting flat one, but it's got a little too much. Like if it was flat, that would be cool. Maybe? Nope. Too girthy. And then these are your traditional knives that you can always pick up. Same concept as my metal Bob Rossi one. Just doesn't have that same flair to it. All right, we got a big round, big round, big round, big flat, thick flat, round, 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 round. All right. We shall never discuss the satchel again. But hey, you live, you learn, you learn. I got back into the hobby after I found DPM while I was in rehab for 4 months after a tracheotomy due to a bad case of pneumonia from my nieces, and coded and was medically dead for 5 minutes. Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, buddy. The trach sounds interesting as fuck as well, Big T, but this does explain a lot about your disposition as well as your overall nonchalantness about stuff, which I can now understand and appreciate. So thank you. That's a lot to share. But yeah, glad you're here too, dude. Just like Ebony said, man. Just glad you're here. We all kind of have those moments, and yeah, the bad stuff just wakes you up to the good stuff, guys. You know, you gotta go. Why do bad things happen to good people? So that they're reminded of why they're good people. You know, they allow other people to help them, so on and so forth. Communal growth, buzzwords, buzzwords. All right, let's see how much of this paint is still good. A lot. Okay, let's pull it out. Nice and thin. Swoop in. Yeah. Yeah. A grill. Yeah. A grill. We're going to do the same thing as we did down here. We're going to start with our little basic starter lines here. As we said, this was our little coaster out to the world. So let's start there. Just kind of swiggle it out. Whoop. There you living. Here, dink. As you can see, as I get less and less paint, it gets a little grayer. That's why we like to come back and highlight. All right, we got that one there. We got that one there. Let us get this big bastard out of the way. Big old bastard. Come on back. Wow, the description title was right. On this very special episode, they're all special. Come up here. Just like something like that. Boom. Just connect those two. Why not? Using the previous brushwork to our advantage here. back. Give it a little pull back. Not too much. Don't kill all your dark. Back into the brush. Just come over here. Now, way back here, we're going to need those teeny tiny lines again. So let's just try it. Let's just go in, just teeny tiny. Pull them in. Now, unlike yesterday, at the angle that I'm at, I'm having my hand planted here. I have this flat against where it's at. It's important because if these waves start dipping by 20%, see, look at the dip over here versus over here, right? This is intentional because we still have this foundational force. We can start to skew it and let it go. Again, no rhyme or reason, no wrong way to collect, no wrong way to paint. Makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. That's the way you want it. Let it be. Let's go Beatles with it. All right, let's go Beatles. But I'll tell you what, thanks to you guys, I do get to experience the full gamut of emotions. And you guys are right there to be like, you motherfucker, you said, you need to do now, which is nice. Powerful motivation. Trick to it is, got to make sure I don't lean on you too goddamn much. Just enough every once in a while to make it through. I think we're good there. We good? I feel like maybe a little connector here and a little something here, and we're good. Quickly asks a question, quickly answers. Gotta be nice, chat. Pull back on it a little bit. Maybe a little something right here. Okay. And remember, guys, this is actually going to be covered up over top. And the last decider is what we're doing down here. I feel like you can go big. Big brush, lots of paint. Let's do it. Come on over. Come on down, corner. You're finally getting painted. Once again, we need to follow our lines down here. Something like this. Establishing our shoreline. We'll probably have to come back and redo this once we do the cliff. Because if you look at the angle, it's a little funny. That's okay. And if we don't like it, we put a big old fucking rock in front of it, man. Call it good. We learned something, we tried, but for whatever reason, it feels better just to cover it up with a rock. Boom. Right? And we've left these little tiny things here and there. Right? Let's just see that it's kind of close. So when we bit this fucker down, bank, already got a little bit of shadow out here because it's not just here, it's also what we can't see behind. Holy shit, guys. Whew. That was a lot. Where are we at? That was 2 hours. Well, 20 minutes of me bitching, another 20 minutes of things. So about an hour just on the water. Still on oxygen. Okay. Tyler, thank you again for the give you last night, bro. I can't really buy a lot lately. It was exciting getting a chance to get some of the cards I wanted from the set. Frank, you would have won either way, buddy. I had you set up. I try to spread it around, let the boys get some money and shit. And it worked out. And then Deli got the other box. So it's kind of cool. Lolo, what is up? Frank, I'm glad you think so, man. You're cool enough, and I was very happy to do it, dude. I am done with Abyss Eye, though. I've officially bought a case of it. I got a case of Abyss Eye, and now I don't need no more Abyss Eye. Okay, I know what we needed to do. We need our filbert brush. We need to take the last snot of this white. We need to come in here, and we need to establish our white cliff. And the yellow underneath will show through and some other things, and that's just fine. It's intentional. We are overpainting it, so that way when we overpaint over top here, we will actually have a large chunk of depth, gradient, and options in how we're doing this. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Because of the color underneath and how we can apply this, we can also imply the illusion of depth and texture. But already, see that little line? Right? Now we went a little bit over here, but that's fine because then we can just go right over the fucking top of it. But just in case we don't, we got it there. We know where it's at, what it wants to be doing, what it should look like, and a few other little things. But yeah, that's pretty much how cliffs go. These white Dover cliffs, they're kind of like concrete. You don't want it solid white, but I'm being weird and not grabbing out some black, even though that's the next color to be happening, because I'm hopeful that maybe just doing it this way and we leave it the fuck alone, it'll really kind of, because when you do, okay, looking at a picture and seeing it in real life, when you see the white cliffs of Dover, those are the famous ones, it's chalk. It's a big fucking cliffside of chalk. It's granular. It's got all these little porous things. It's like looking at coral, right? You see a photo of coral, but then you touch coral and it's like, oh wow, it gets crazy. So that's kind of the impressionistic idea that I have in my head. Like I said, we're going to add more to this top up here, and we'll kind of swoop back in, and we'll really set it in. And then once we got this foreground done, then we just need our razzle dazzle finisher, sign this bitch, triple bubble wrap it, and send it off to Linda. Actually, the Misty was for Riku-chan because I already pulled one, but I traded it away because I fucking forgot. So now I'm out here fighting for my life against Riku-chan. I smoothed the wheels over with Delia just a touch. Not that I need to. It's just a fun joke. Okay. Ha ha ha. Funny joke. Okay. We're going to need a good portion of black because we are blacking out all of this fucking yellow. And then Ebony will be like, oh, it's not so yellow. It was just, I didn't want to waste paint, so I covered it over yellow. Yeah, there's SAR Misty's full art where she's all like gym trainer bro-ness. Yay! We have our options of brushes, but we're going to go for the 1-inch brush. We are going to establish a nice chisel tip. This is a chisel, not quite chiseled. Get a chisel. Well, it's important to look when you're loading up the brush. Bam, chisel. Bam, chisel. Come on, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. All right, we just need a lot more paint on there. Better chisel. Yay! All right, we're going to go on this edge. Literally going to grab it off the edge and pull it up. Reload. And when we are laying in this top layer, this is our definitive edge that says, hey, this is in front of this. So be deliberate and care. Think about how it's going to connect and flow, how grass is going to grow on here, and all the things. But be right here. Pulling down from the edge. Young folks. All right, nice chiseled edge, a lot of paint, Come in here. Dink, dink, dink. Straighten that line out. Okay. While you're doing this, maybe think about if this is a hill. Is it rolling? Is it a flat edge? What is it? It's a little bit of everything. Pink. Now, because we've established this hill, we're going to want to go like this and really kind of fill this portion out. We're not going to worry about it now because we're going to work back to front. Since we're here, let's fucking be here. Let's think about it. Let's preset in some brush strokes, some angles. The angles. We want this completely blacked out because green is a translucent color. So as we're about to get into the magical land of green, grand. Now that we've gotten rid of most of the yellow, we can actually see what was in my head for the last 2 months trying to think of it. But all we could see was the yellow. Because I find art is pretty much just about how the fuck you see things. Can you break it down? Can you see it? Oh, not SAR, just a flirt. Okay, just a flirt. I guess texture is the difference. Either way, man. Like what you like. Cards are dope. I had a good goddamn time. I could put a price tag on it, but I don't need to, man. Shit was priceless. Fucking Hollow Hunters came in today hot, dude. It was nice. You know? But then again, I consider you all celebrities. So, you know, any of you in here, it's just like, oh, gee, for little old me. Okay, let's dunk this brush. Now that we've got our foreground set in, hallelujah, hallelujah, there it is, hallelujah. I watched a Medea film once. All right. Okay, now we can see the real depth and scale of what we just did with all that water, right? It's all back here, and we got a little bit of glow. And again, once we get this all greened up, it's really going to take the place. Right now, the focal point of your eye is here, but that's just because there's nothing here. But remember when there was yellow here? Let's go back a little bit. See how your eyes can fuck with you. We're saying, hope it gets cheaper. I don't want to try to rip a bunch of packs and I'm getting it. It's trying to rip, but it was also just to get the hits. Buy singles, yeah. Definitely. I mean, come on, dude. A $600 single, that's a lot. But if you're chasing ripping packs, dude, yeah, it's like, could have. What is it? Burning Shadows with DPM, right? I could have bought it over 10 times by now, but I want to fucking pull it. But there's also that, you know, sustainable content sort of thing. Yeah. Again, I guess this is maybe my own brain self mechanism of like, don't fall in love with the Pokemon because it's going to be $600 and your dumbass is going to want to pull it. So it's not you guys, it's me. We're in coffee and contemplation mode for a quick minute. Yeah. When we paint it green, we start here, same as we painted it black. We start up here, next layer, next layer, next layer. And then when we get to here, we're going to have to do rolling hills. So these are rolling hills. We're above this one. Or I could just alter the angle of this cliff. It's blackness is fucking with me, but thankfully I put that little hump there of dark black so I can fucking tell what it is. Or we change the whole fucking perspective of shit and we start here and work back at this angle and then we create a second section over here and we have little tiny rolly hills that are right here. So then okay. Yeah, that water is set in there just fucking right though. Really makes me happy. And if you look at it, it's like little sparkles. Sparkly little white guys for fucking, not fucking, but you know, Mystic Star. Okay. Yeah, or you know, the long-term saving, but that's boring, man. Where's the thrill? now my brain is fucking with me, guys, because I want to connect. I want to like make long waves. And I'm like, that's not how this works. Little short guys. That's how English waves work. You got a little bip and a bob, and it's a wave, and then a bip and a bob, and then a wave, and a bip and a bob. And these fuckers are like a foot or under. You start going tropical with them, yeah, then you get these long fucking bands, and they're like 3 fucking footers. But like connecting this guy right here, connecting this guy to this guy to this guy. We leave it be. Unless chat says, no, it's fucking with me too, fix it. Thankfully, chat, there's only 3 of you in here, so. But Miss Ebony Unicorn, if you are still lurking, I wish you well. I wish you not to be in pain and doing what you want to do. But at the same time, maybe just go find a comfy spot on the couch, take that fucking nap of naps, like you were not napping, but you were asleep, and then wake up and get your ass to work. Ain't no downtime in America. Frank, anytime, man. I can make you a customer. You could rip one off the wall. I charge. So no secret, guys. Anything off the wall except for this one, that one, and that one. The 3 chat paintings, never for sale. We made those. Those are ours forever. No, if only one person can have them, it's fucking me. All right. But then again, if we get 50 of them, maybe I'll change my tune. We'll see. But yeah, like this one's in a combo set. So okay, fuck it. We'll do this example. This guy, $130 shipped anywhere in the world. And then my little oil pastel ones, the little 8x11s, those are $50 shipped anywhere in the world. So if you want to do it, Venmo is the way, or Zelle. I'm not doing anything else. It's Venmo or Zelle. Sorry. Venmo is the wife's. She's got hers under control. All my shit got toasted when my identity got stolen. So I'm just like, fuck it. But Frank, I'd love to paint you something fun. Like the Char, that was fun. That was my second Pokemon ever painted. And then my first real deal painted one was that Mimikyu that I did in San Diego. That got me the Roaring Moon. Right? I feel like I want to paint you something like that one again. You know, but I'm fascinated with the lonely Spanish guy with his arms behind his back, just kind of solemnly looking everywhere. I love that for some reason. I'm like, oh, that's very easy to paint. And then you have to wrap the arms around. I got to do a Squirtle that way. Sasha's like, Squirtle? I heard Squirtle. Well, Big T, we can work it out for you. We're not going to worry about it. I'll figure it out, buddy. Like I said, I don't really want to worry about the sales part, but if you guys are so fucking inclined, what kind of asshole am I to say no? Your money's no good here, sir. Fuck that. Money's good anywhere. Yeah, one day, dude. All the days in the world. And if it never happens, man, I'll fucking will one to you, okay? Anyway, there are many more paintings. I just prefer to sell them local, honestly, guys, because it's very easy for me to hand deliver shit, and I usually get to smoke a bowl with the person, which is always a joy. We are still waiting on paint to dry, guys. It was a subtle subterfuge there, but since I painted it on so thick down here because the yellow was so fucking thick, there's even sporting. There's yellow sporting right down there. Look at that fucking yellow peeping through. Fucking yellow. That was a horrible. I mixed way too much paint. I was like, let's cover a canvas. Yeah, I got shipping down because I have a FedEx store right next to me. Their fragile packaging is $28. They're gonna cut the box for me, ship it down, the 4 layers, a bundle, market fragile. Problem is, a lot of people have PO boxes. So then I just take the $28 packaging and then I roll over to UPS and do it that way. And then it's right around $10-20 on top of that. If I do it all through FedEx, it's right around $35. That's going all the way to the East Coast. West Coast a little cheaper, of course. And then what ends up happening is with the UPS is a little more. So I'm like, if I'm sending to a PO box, we're gonna adjust the price. But basically, it's a flat rate. That way, it's 75 bucks, 75 bucks. That gets me more canvases. That gets me more paint. Gets me more, right? Little change in my pocket to pay for Pokemon, and then you guys get a really exquisite piece at a good size at a great price, not like an eye-watering price of $5,000. It's like suck my dick, $5,000. I'll just take a fucking photo of it then, guy, and enjoy that. But also Frank, we're two-siding a lot of things today. The powers that be that run these fucking shipping companies really would do well to invest in infrastructure and personnel because everything's ordered online. You've got Amazon choking like 200,000 packages through each and every goddamn post office, FedEx. I mean, 2,000 each a day, every fucking day, except for Sunday, because thank God people believed in God and said, don't work on fucking Sunday. We're not delivering on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you're that person just fucking processing packages all the time. Also, imagine you're the person that's just looking at the packages, just going, fuck this job, I'm going to steal it too. It's amazing when you start looking into the chambers of the human heart for logic, right? No, Tacky, we got about another minute. But yeah, you're a just moral person and you're stuck in that shit position and it's package after package after package after package after package. Ha! Ha! I feel like we need to do just a tip of the white up here. No, it's rounded up. I left that over there for the green hang down. But maybe, especially here, we need to put like a little gray line, and a little gray line, just to establish it out. Because right now the top is doing all the work, but it looks funny because it's like, well, where's the angles? Where are the lines? Where are the chalky bits? Sorta. They have a lot of people to process. Delivery is a whole other deal because then you got to deal with insurance, driving. Are they going to be doped up? Are they going to be drunk? And then you got to worry about efficiencies. FedEx trucks will not take a left. They will take 4 rights because it is faster. There are all of these steps and bullshit behind the scenes. The years and years and years, they're just like, nah, we figured out the productivity behind it. Kind of amazing. But then again, they could pay people a fair fucking wage, and then people could actually afford to like have shops, and we could go around, and then there's more jobs, more sense of community. There's a whole other way too. All right, guys, we're in Green Zone. We're in Greenville. Now, the way English grass grows, you have dark and then little light wispy highlights. Think of it like moss, little mossy guys. So much how we did this black here, we're going to go over the black with a nice dark green. But while we're doing it with the dark green, unlike the black where I was just filling in, this is where little hillscapes and textures and rollingness, because places on Earth are rarely flat. Salt flats are flat for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So let us grab our sap green out. Grab another 1-inch brush. Grab our other good one. It's kind of funny. We've only used 3, 4, 5 colors total for the entire painting. A lot of yellow. All right, let's get out a good portion of sap green. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go right on the top. We're just going to smoosh. We're going to smoosh boosh. We don't need a thin line exactly per se. We just go up and kiss it. Go up and kiss it. Just give it a little kiss. Because I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. And if I should fall, this. And home again. Right to the edge. Bink. Go over it a little bit. Back into the smoosh. Keys. Keys. Like I said, it's very dark right now, but we need the dark to show the light. Now, we're about the midpoint, so let's go over here and start on our backhand. Oops. Hard to smoosh when there's some white there, but that's okay. We'll just go back over with some darker green. We'll make it work. We got white. We got green bleed. Green bleed. Like I said, we'll go over with the darker bit and we'll make that work. But right now, what we're doing is establishing a nice wavy pattern of where things are at, how we're living, what are we doing? How is this hill there? What kind of wind got to it? We're just building forward. If we leave some of that black there, that'll also be a nice little separator for these layers. So we get out to about here-ish. Then I'll show you what we got. So the only difference between grass bush and a tree is size. Maybe slide in a little bit here, just kind of flatten this down a little bit. Back in, boop, boop, boop. And how we're applying this will allow us to see when we come in with the highlight color. And as you can see, we left that black fucking ridge right there. Well, you'll see it here in a second. Okay. We will now go to, I feel like the hooker's green here. All right, for you diehards. I feel like we're going to get to a certain point with this and stop, but we will pick this back up tomorrow. What time tomorrow? I don't know. I will do better about upcoming streams. But like I said, emotional feelings and shit like that, they plague us all. And normally we would go back over the background first, do the highlight work forward. Like I said, I want to block in. I want to visualize it before I start getting to the bright points where I can't easily fix them. Right now, I just go back over some other color, apply it a little deeper, a little darker. Bam. put a little chisel action up here. We just go over it. Just slide that fucker in there. And of course, you really can't see it. So I will bring you in for the real thing. And I hope you'll get as excited as I am. Okay, let's show you what the fuck we've been doing. Aziz, light. Light Aziz, thank you Aziz. Light. We can see the different layers. Now it's very fucking wet. If we come down here, we can see the shadows. You see that really bumpy hill right there? We got the little mossy guys. And now that we got some green in there, I don't think we need to fuck with this. I think we just let the clay lie as it lies. All right. But then we got the nice little thing. We got a little trail back here, a little bit, maybe a little something. We can pull that out. We can put some browns in here. We can do some things. Before we do that, though, we must let paint dry. And 227. Fuck it, guys. I think we're going to call it on this one. We're going to leave this set up and everything else. I'm going to clean the palette and the brushes. I want to sit back. I want to not take coffee and contemplation time. I want to just take fucking time and really look at this because it worked beforehand, man. I took the time, patience, got some practice up, got frustrated with water yesterday, but I did it intentionally so we could do it this way. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you in the chats. Or if I get really fucking bored, I'll come back in about 2 hours and we'll finish this fucker. Anything is possible. But the most likely possibility, guys, is the fact that my next stream will be better. This was great. Thank you for talking with me. They get better and better thanks to you. And yeah, next one will be better. Let's go.